Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and what is the date today? October 18th, 2019. And I apologize, last week there were fires in Los Angeles, so we were not able to have CharVision. But we're here today, and we're going to take callers later. But before we take callers, one of my very favorite people in the world is here. It's our favorite good witch, Patti Negri. Thank you so much for being here, Patti.
Thank you so much, Char. Always a joy. Happy to get the call. I'm like, yes, I get to see Sunny and Char.
And it's your season. It's Halloween.
It is the season of the witch, indeed.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm very fascinated with everything that you do, with all the spiritual things that you do. It's fascina'ing.
I'm on my toes. I'm flying here, flying there, flying here.
And you've won awards, right?
I have.
And what was the award?
I've won a few different ones out by Times Square Press a few years ago when they were doing that.
Right.
On my mediumship, on my witchcraft practice, on occult personality.
But you're a good witch, so you only do good things. But you do spells, right?
I do spells.
Yeah, because you guys, this book is fascinating. It's called Old World Magic for the Modern World. And anybody can read it and get something from it. And especially if you believe in manifesting things, and even if you're a little superstitious, you can make things happen in your life. You know, and it also talks about protection, and the mirrored egg is which you've taught all of us, and you taught me. And when I put this shawl on today, it's not a shawl, it's a poncho.
Yes,
I thought about you.
It's very protective
because you told me it's protective. So now whenever I'm doing TV shows or something, I'm thinking about, I better put on a poncho or a shawl to protect myself.
Yeah, to me, it's like a modern version of a cloak. I mean, I certainly have my cloaks, but how often can you go in a long velvet cloak in modern times?
Right.
So I do exactly what you do, a cute little poncho, a cute little shawl. And it's almost the same. Look at any religion, what the priest or the pastor or the rabbi has. They've gotten them down to a tiny little, neck piece. But
right.
Protective.
The Taoists in the synagogues, the rabbis wear towels, so do the people. So, that's fascinating. I didn't even think about that. Yeah. And so, what's your favorite? What? I know you're a bestseller on Amazon in 5 different countries.
Yes.
So, when people contact you, which spell do they like the best?
The one that I like to give people is the balancing one, because we're all so off balance. The one about breathe, mind, body, spirit is my whole philosophy, because 20,000 books are written, the psychology section, the psychology, the self-help. I see how unbalance is, because my little gift is seeing the energy and the balance. The ones about just teaching them these 30-second exercises of breathing or running your hands underwater or grabbing onto something wood or stone to balance. That's my particular favorite, because I think that helps everybody. Other people of course, as you will know from working with people, the money spells and the love spells.
Right.
Love and money and love.
The money spells and the love spells really work.
Yes. Again, you have to be very careful. The difference again in the term.
Be careful what you ask for.
Careful what you ask for.
You might get it,
but you might get it.
And you can't be specific.
You can't be specific. You can't say.
You have to say what.
You can't. To say I want a love spell, I want to bring the love of my life to me. Great. If you want a love spell and you want to bring Bob into you, we do not have Bob's permission. That is, to me, completely dark magic. Because
I agree.
Now we're controlling Bob without his permission. If you have his permission, then you don't need the love spell anyway.
Right. But also, Bob might not be the right person for you, and some people have dysfunctional relationships.
He would be like the stalker, again, bad karma onto all involved, and it would be like the stalker you can't get rid of. Anybody who's done, what I call unethical love spells, then the person comes back and wants to pay him to get rid of the spell, because it's like they can't get rid of Bob because he's obsessed with them and he's horrible,
Right.
So
I find a lot of my clients recently, I've had some issues about money.
there's
Is there something going on in the ethers or something?
I think there's something going on because in the current world we live in, we're coming from a place of lack, not abundance. What we don't have. It's like run by anger, run by bully, run by all this stuff versus different, like, ooh, love for all. It's more threat-based and fear-based.
Right.
And that's going to trickle right down to the pocketbook.
Oh.
Right down to the pocketbook.
So how do you get rid of that?
Well, you have to change your thinking. You can't buy into everything that we're hearing. You have to create your own little reality. There is always enough. And guess what? You believe that it's true.
Right.
And there is never enough. You believe that it's true. You know that. That's what manifestation is.
You have to manifest and know that there's an abundance.
Yeah, whether you're looking at, old age pagan spell working or new age, positive thinking. It's all the same rule.
What do you do on Halloween?
Halloween is Samhain. It is
Samhain?
Samhain. Samhain. If you read it, it looks like Samhain, but it's Samhain. It is what Halloween comes from. It is the day when the veil is thinnest between the worlds, period. That is why we celebrate the dead. In Mexico, it's Dia de los Muertos.
Okay, but that's the next day, isn't it?
Yes, but it's that whole area when it's really thin.
Okay.
But Samhain itself is the 31st, and it's when you celebrate the ancestors. So I usually will go to a ritual where it's like crossing over and celebrating those who have passed.
Right.
In Europe, when this started, in English, in Ireland, and the whole Samhain, the reason people put jack-o'-lanterns out and the reason people put scary masks is because they saw that the veil was thin and they want to scare away the bad spirits. So we've just turned that into Halloween. But it's worldwide is things that lead to the same. The veil is thin. We see and celebrate the dead.
I had someone on my show about the Day of the Dead, and she told us that on the Day of the Dead, it's the only day that good and evil spirits get along.
Oh, I love that. I didn't
Isn't
know
that cool?
Yeah, I like that.
I like that too. I thought, wow,
everybody get along.
That's amazing, right?
Yeah.
And do you do special rituals on Halloween?
I do. Well, again, it's a great time to do a set. Last year, I did a 4-hour TV special, Ghost Adventures, in Zach Bagans' Haunted Museum. And it's hard doing a live show with the coordinating a 4-hour live show in an insanely haunted place on the most veil-thin day of the thing. So that's what I did last year. This year, I'm going to be in Dallas, Texas, I think, doing a seance. I'm just get to Dallas, just back from New Orleans and the Vampire Ball.
The Vampire
Ball.
Tell us about vampires, because I'm fascinated with vampires, witches, and werewolves.
Okay.
Do you know about all of them?
I'm not an expert on werewolf. I know the lore and mythology a little bit. Let me just finish. The thing to really kind of I do on Halloween.
Yeah.
It's an old English thing. It's called beating the bounds, and I highly recommend everybody do it Halloween Eve.
Okay, what do you do?
It's get your broom, any broom. You don't have to have a witch's broom, and walk around your property line or your room line or your apartment line. Hit the handle of it. Go, I claim this as my own. I claim this as my own. They used to do it at the parishes, at the church, at the property. It is so powerful. It is so powerful. It's telling the land, telling the space, it's yours.
Right.
I do that every Samhain Eve or Halloween Eve.
I claim this as my own.
Beating the bounds. I claim this as walk through your house, through your apartment. Even if somebody who rents a room, walk through your room. This is mine.
Like the
handle
the
side of the broom, slacking it down.
Upside down?
Yeah, the broom is upside down.
Okay.
And you're just going, I claim this as my own. It's a beautiful tradition, and it's when the veil is thin, it's like you're talking to the other side. So yes, the Vampire Ball. In the last 2 years, I guess, I am, as well as a witch and a medium, I am a vampire.
You're a vampire as
well. I'm
a
good vampire.
Right.
I don't drink blood.
No. Is it fattening?
No, I don't know. I don't drink blood. No, it's a lifestyle. I actually met on the show on Ghost Adventures Father Sebastian.
Okay.
On not this Halloween special, the year before.
Uh-huh.
And we just became social media friends. And he offered to fang me. I'm like, well, I don't know what that means. It sounds intriguing. He is the world's premier maker of custom fangs.
Oh.
So, a few months down the line, I was like, well, I don't know. My idea of vampires isn't positive. I only work in light. To be a vampire person, a vampiric person sucks your energy without your permission and does all this stuff. But he's got like 8 books out, and he's not that at all. The Sabertooth Clan, they love life. They're a little hedonistic and joyful of life, but they don't. You have to touch an elbow. You have to have permission. So and the last a year and a half, 2.5 years, what he does, he makes beautiful fangs, and then he has balls all over the world to celebrate and get to dress up almost Victorian style, beautiful. Elegant.
Oh, how amazing.
And their ritual, there's different kinds of vampires, because I know we're going to go there, but his is like more of a lifestyle and their rituals are exactly the same as mine. They're very much pagan-based, elemental-based. They're slightly different, just like a Native American's going to be slightly different than a witch, slightly different than a hoodoo or a voodoo, slightly different than a Catholic, all very similar.
Do they wear masks and...
No, they wear fangs. I mean, I guess you can wear masks, but the balls are elegant. The velvets, the corsets, the top hats. So the big one, besides the one in Paris.
How old does he think he is?
He's 440.
He's 440.
He's really 40. He's 40.
And how old does he think you are?
I don't know. We have never discussed that. I guess I need to find out. I'm a baby vampire. Does that mean I'm 200? I don't know.
Baby vampire.
I have my fangs with me. Actually,
vampire.
But no, it's beautiful. We had Vampire Con in Vegas last 2 years. I remember when I was new to it, I was doing again a seance at the Artisan. We took over the Artisan, and I'm still a little not sure of this. I'm doing a seance for vampires in the chapel at a hotel in Vegas, but it was beautiful.
But see, what I think is reincarnated. You're an old soul, so you're probably older even than him. You're probably thousands of years older
on both sides of the veil.
Because you've had so much experience and you brought so much naturally with you in this lifetime. Yeah. So you probably had experiences witches before, and have you felt that you were burnt at the stake? And
yes, or drowned. Yeah.
Or drowned?
They drowned a lot of them. Yes.
Right?
I think I will. I think I've lived all of these lifetimes. And
that's
again,
what I think.
They are is the magical people, the vampires too. Again, it's not all what you see on TV, just like witches isn't all what you see on TV. Vampires isn't all what you see on TV.
No.
When we had at Vampire Con this year, we gave blood. We had the big Red Cross fan, and we did those vampires giving blood, not taking blood.
Actually a very thoughtful thing.
And the T-shirts they have, all the money, like $1 from every shirt he sells goes to anti-bullying charities. He's just a do-gooder, big old teddy bear do-gooder.
See?
Who likes to dress up.
So people...
And do beautiful ritual and magic.
Yeah, so magic. People don't. They do magic as well. The vampires,
and it's very parallel and some different words to what I do, or I wouldn't have done it. I have enough in my world of so many paths that I take. If it had not just fit beautifully and paralleled, I couldn't take on something else.
So it's really for them to give blood is a very positive kind of.
It's very positive, and it's
thing. So special.
So again, there's different kinds of vampires.
But then are there other vampires that come to him that want to don't be afraid, I want to suck your blood?
Probably.
Right?
I mean, I think what he explains, and he's an expert on this, not me. There's game player vampires that play Vampire the Masquerade, those role play games, all those, the vampire, they dress up. There's the lifestylers who live like I go out at night and not in the day. There are those who actually drink blood and stuff. But
it's the same as anything in life. There's always a positive and negative charge.
Right,
so there's
good.
There's honest doctors and dishonest doctors, and psychologists, positive and negative, dishonest and honest.
Psychics, mediums,
right, and mediums. There's
everything.
Honest who go to the highest level and connect with the highest level of goodness and love and God, and then there's the dark ones that want to manipulate people.
Yeah.
It's the same with everything, right?
The light and dark is turning. Yeah, that's
light and dark.
Yeah,
that's what
in everything. So
in everything, right?
I think so.
I think you're right. I thought about that too when I put this cape on. I said, "Oh, it's black and white. That's a good thing to wear."
Again, because, and again, I still believe light always beats dark. You bring a candle into a dark room, you brings in light. Mm-hmm. Yes, you see those spooky shadows there of the darkness that's there, but you bring in the light.
Well, you know what? I always say to cover a coat of black paint, it takes 10 coats of white. Goodness always has to work harder. To cover a coat of white paint, it only takes 1 coat of black.
Wow.
The dark side is easy.
I love that.
Yeah. So people need to understand this in their own lives, in their own worlds, because, you know, what we think is who we are.
Completely. That's how we teach the same. And it to take the higher path is the higher road. Where they say
but it's always a harder. Yeah. It's always a harder path. Goodness always has to work harder. I'm convinced of it.
Right. Because it naturally things just run downhill. They take that's the easy way. The easy way to go higher, you have to climb a little.
Right. Wow. So what did you bring us today?
I just brought my dowsing rods just because I always have them with me. They're fun to find the spirits here in the studio, to ask any questions about anything.
I thought it was dowsing rods were just to find water.
Oh, heavens no.
I had no idea.
These have been used in divination forever. I actually tested them for an entire year on sports teams. I don't know sports. My husband is a sports expert. It was like the Yankees versus the Dodgers. I would tell him who's going to win. And he would say, no, it's the Yankees. I'd say, no, I'm sorry, it's whoever. And I was right more than him. These are just a tool. Again, you can't control them. Anybody can say can't control them. I can't cross, don't cross, don't cross. But for divination, it's just a tool.
Can you see? Pendulum. Can everybody see him? Can you lift him up a little? Thank you.
Again, cross on yes, don't cross on no. There's little nuances, but so we are sitting in the studio and taping CharVision right now.
Okay.
Cross on yes. We are sitting on the lawn of the Louvre. No, we're not.
That would be nice. That would be fun.
It would be lovely. Right now, when we're taping it, it is October 18th. Yes, it is. Today is Easter. No, it's not. And it'll point to portals. When I do clearings and paranormal investigations, it will point to portals. It'll point to spirits. It'll point to people.
Can we ask, if Trump's going to be impeached?
Okay.
Do you mind? I mean, I'm not a political person, but it's just something that everybody knows about
everybody
right
knows
now.
About. Yes, and the one thing I always have to preface this, as you know, there's
anything
free will.
Can change,
anything
and there's
can
free
change,
will and choice.
Free will and
but
choice.
At this point,
the way it's going now, is there? Please. So just say, is there a chance that Trump will be impeached? Working. Oh my God! Please cross. Yes, but dang, it has to work hard at it.
They don't have all the tools yet.
They don't have all the tools yet. But see how
that was hard work.
You have to work at it. This side means outside service. God, the universe is making happen. This is
the left side is God,
or just outside circumstances, depending on what you're asking. Like
it's kind of like a pendulum, isn't it?
It's very much like a pendulum, except that there's more nuances, and it'll point to spirits. Like.
Okay, let's ask about the election.
Okay.
What is it? when's it? 2020? Okay.
Perfect vision.
So the 2020 perfect vision. So how can I ask this without, you can't say who's going to be, who's going to.
No, you can't do that. You can name names. Wait, it wants to point to Sunny. Where's Sunny? Just the energy, because Sunny where's Sunny?
Oh. Because it's the pureness of the goodness of the boy.
He was just looking over here.
Oh.
I'm a magic little puppy.
He's a healer, right?
Yeah.
He just knows.
He was just staring over here.
When my sister doesn't feel well, he knows it. And he goes up to her and kisses her face and really heals her. It's amazing. Okay, so let's ask, will there be a Democratic president in 2020?
Is there a good chance that we will have
is there a good chance? Yeah, because things can change. Everybody, we have free will and choice, and things can happen.
Oh my God! Please. Yes, it worked really hard at it.
It worked really hard.
But this was interesting. It was left to right, like outside, like the universe is saying, "God, please,
please." But the other side is not. It's going to be a hard road.
Yeah, it's going to be a hard row. But
that's amazing. That's crazy.
Yeah, I tested every day. Sports and football and this, and they're so crazy accurate.
And your husband thinks you're nuts.
Doesn't
he know by now?
No, he does.
How long have you been with him?
Yeah, almost 20 years. Yeah, I think we've been married 16 years and together 20. But no, he gets it. That's why he's like, oh, we should go bet. And I'm like, no, then it won't work.
Right.
I'm not. I don't think that you could use the gift that way. I'm not one who believes. Psychics and mediums can come up with lottery numbers. I just don't think that's why we have the gift.
I agree.
So I don't think if we started going to the bookie, they would work.
Right. So I'm going to tell you a little story. So I have property in Michigan that I've had for a long time. And I used to have a septic field, and we couldn't find it. And it needed to be cleaned. It just needed, I knew about what area it was in, but we could not find it. And it took like years to find it. And I had a boyfriend who was staying at my house. He woke up at 4 a.m. and he went and made his own dowsing rod with sticks.
Yeah.
And by God, he found my septic field.
Yes.
It was crazy. I mean, there were over 10 acres. There were 10 acres, and he found it.
Yeah, I've seen contractors do it to find.
He did
water
it,
lines.
and he did exactly what you did, and it crossed. And he went, "Oh, it's right here." He came and got me. He goes, "It's right here." That's your septic
water
field.
Witch, yeah.
So can you find oil in?
I don't know. I've never tried to find oil.
Or gold? I mean,
I'm going to try it. I have a girlfriend. She hid her good jewelry somewhere that she can't find it. So I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to go over and see if I can find it.
That's a great idea.
It'll be an experiment because I have no idea. It's like, look for a ring, look for all this stuff.
That's an amazing idea.
Yeah.
So tell us what Halloween means.
All Hallows Eve. Again, Hallow is the dark time. Samhain, again, what it means is Samhain. And it's the time when the veil is the thinnest. You can see
so that's exactly what it means. Okay,
exactly
so you already told us that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's why right now, because one of the things I do is lots of house clearings and stuff. I'm so busy because everything's
you guys,
active.
if you need your house cleaned,
active.
I mean, not like Happy Maids or whatever they're called.
I suck at that. Yeah.
No, she's about if you feel a dark energy in your house, she knows how to get rid of them.
Yeah.
I sent somebody to you, I think. I had them call you.
Yeah. Yeah. Again, it's just the way I see energy. I see what the problem lies. I see what it is. And all those ways that I study, it's like, okay, let's
But
work
you're
in
protected with it.
I am completely protected.
Not everybody can do house cleaning.
No.
You got to be careful. You don't want anything to attack you.
No. Well,
not you or just anybody.
Anybody, yeah. And again, there's lots of things that can increase it. Again, besides the time of year, kids, puberty, young adulthood brings it in. Two mirrors facing each other can bring it in.
So are you thinking about poltergeists with young kids, with teenagers?
Yeah, poltergeist gets created, but they have such strong life force. Yeah, that it's just susceptible. It's susceptible.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And again, now as we move into that age of Aquarius, I'm clearing lawyers' offices, agents' offices,
tell us
warehouses.
What about the age of Aquarius? Tell us.
Well, I'm not an astrologer, and I know it's very close within the next 500 years. But what my experience is I'm claiming I'm not an astrologer, is it's no longer our parents' of that solid ground, because Aquarius is not solid ground. It's not black and white and right and wrong and our parents yes and no and there's no black and white. It's all black and white. It's getting like this. So more and more paranormal stuff is going to happen, more and more unexplainable to the logical brain. you're going to need a little bit more magic. You have to dance a little bit more between the logical brain and the intuitive brain.
I don't mean to interrupt
you.
No,
please.
But I find like more than coincidental things happening that are almost like orchestrated by either the good side or the dark side.
Yes.
I see it. It's happening to a lot of people.
Yeah. And the divide
and then
is
people have
bigger.
to be careful.
Yeah, the divide is getting bigger. Dark is getting darker, and light is getting lighter. And again, the people like us are needed to help guide the lost people in the middle, literally.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. Just like, it's like hand holders.
Wow.
And the new generations coming in are so different, though, because they're stepping into this new world.
And they're born with that knowledge almost in them?
Their thought process is different than ours. You know, everybody talks about, those millennials.
I love the millennials.
Or Gen Z huh?
I love the millennials.
I do, too. I love them madly, but some people don't get them because they don't think like us. But they can't think like us. They're not stepping into our world. They have different sensibilities, different material.
It's so true.
Yeah.
And Generation X.
Yeah.
And I think they're born with natural intuitive abilities already where they don't have to be convinced about this.
Right.
Where they don't have to be and I feel like it's the young people that are going to save the planet.
It isn't our generation.
It's not our generation but they're going to work. They're not going to put up with this crap.
I think not. I think not. It's not going to be the status quo. It's not going to be business as usual or the political hierarchy. They don't care. It's going to be different.
Mm-hmm.
So we just have to allow and let them do things different than we do.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting.
And I just believe we're all really one.
Yeah.
I just believe everybody is the same. And that the goal is to elevate our souls to become one with goodness, love, and God.
Yes.
Yeah.
And if that was everybody's idea, what better could there be if it was just about...
If it was about love and goodness and healing and positivity. But that's the goal, that we all become one in that energy of love. Thank you so much for coming here. You know I love you.
I love you
I
so
learned
much.
so much from you.
And you.
Thank you.
That paint thing is brilliant to me. The white paint, black paint.
The black paint, right?
I'm going to use it. Give you full credit, but
okay. That's great. But people need to learn.
Yes.
You know, because we're all here to teach, and it's not about egos or who's doing the teaching. It's about the teaching being done. Old world magic for the modern world. I suggest, if you're interested in this, even if you're not, you can learn so much about energy from this. You can go to Amazon.com and you can buy this. And Patti, thank you so much for being here. I hope you'll come back again and again and again.
It's my pleasure. And I want you on mine when it comes back.
I would love to come on. And what's your next thing that people can watch you on?
I have a new Ghost Adventures coming up. We shot here in Pasadena, California. Okay. And I have a new podcast called The Magic Hour.
The Magic Hour.
I don't even know where to find it yet, but I will be announcing
But you guys will be able to watch Patti on The Magic Hour, which will be fantastic. And what's the Ghost Hunter?
Ghost Adventures.
Ghost Adventures.
Travel Channel. Saturdays, 9 p.m.
Saturday, 9 p.m. Watch my friend Patti. Okay, everybody, don't go away. I'm going to take some callers, and we'll see you in a minute. Hey everybody, it's Sunny and Char, and I am so excited. I am over the moon to share with you that I have a new book coming out called The Universe is Calling You. And there's an amazing foreword by RuPaul. There's an endorsement by Chris Colfer. It's about understanding your intuition. It's about protecting yourself from negative energies. It's about understanding your essence and your true purpose and your soul's purpose on this earth. You can get it at barnesandnoble.com. You can get it at amazon.com. I would love for you to order the book and let me know what you think of it. Write a review for us if you feel like it. Thanks so much.
Hey, everybody. It's Sunny and Char, and I just wanted to answer a couple questions. People have been calling the office and texting and emailing. Do I do private sessions? Well, yes, I do. And I love reading for my clients. I do phone, Skype, FaceTime, and in person if we're in the same city. I also teach intuition. So if you have an interest in doing that, or if if you're interested in getting your family together and you want a group reading, I do those as well. So just call 248-909-2427, ask for Nicole, and I look forward to reading for you. Thanks. Okay, we're back. Now, let's get some callers in here. Who's my first victim? Okay, 604. Okay, now whoever I read for, hi.
Hi there.
How are you, honey?
Oh, great, and I'm so happy to be connected with you.
Well, I'm so happy that you're connected too, and I appreciate you going out of your way to find me. Just be open-minded about everybody living and deceased, and if more than one person share the same name or initial, if you could let me know that, your messages will go more smoothly. And just so everybody knows, I said a prayer protection earlier because I believe it's every single person I read for, I do private sessions. And every single person I've ever read for the last 47 years, I've always done a prayer protection to make sure only positive goodness and love are around. So I'm getting a couple things. At first, I'm getting a J initial, and
that's my middle initial.
Is it spelled? Is the middle name J-E or J-O? Or
J-O.
Is it Joan or Joanne or Josephine or Joe?
Really close.
Is it? So it's
Joy.
Joanne.
Joy.
Oh, Joy. Okay, J-O. Okay. And then they're showing me a C or S.
An S. Yes.
Is that a female? Oh no.
Yes.
It's a female?
Yes.
Is it S with an N in it or an R?
An N.
Is it like a Susan or Sandy or ST?
Yeah, ST.
Like Stephanie?
That's it.
Okay. Is she deceased?
She is.
Is this your sister, your friend? Who is this?
My mom,
oh, it's
but
your
she
mom.
was my best friend.
I was going to say or your mom, but she was your best friend.
Yes.
She comes in like a best friend and like a sister more than a mom. But not that she's not your mom, but you guys were really connected. So she's saying that you summoned her today.
I did.
You said, Mom, please come to Char so we can talk.
I did.
Yeah, and she loves that. So
she loved you.
Did she know me?
She used to watch you on TV. And she thought you were remarkable. Well, you are remarkable.
Well, that's so kind. That's so kind. Well,
and
this is good. I've got a friend on the other side then.
For sure.
I'm getting closer to getting over there than being down here. So that's a blessing. No. And she's did you have a question about a male?
More about money.
Money. Is there a man around you that makes money? Or
maybe. Yeah. A doctor I saw yesterday.
No. I don't know that that's it. Are you worried about money? Is that what it is?
That's right.
I feel like she's saying it's going to work out okay. Do you have your mom's watch or bracelet?
I do. I have her watch and her ring.
And her ring. Okay, cuz she's showing me her watch. But you don't wear it?
Sometimes I do, occasionally.
Does it need to be wound up? Or
no,
does it
but it might need a new battery. I'll check it out.
It needs a new battery, I think. Okay, so you're worried about your health?
Money and also health a little bit.
Okay, because she's saying your health is okay, and somehow I feel like the money's going to come together. Are you trying to
do something new with money, or how to spend
Yes,
money.
I have a claim, an insurance claim, and also trying to find a new job.
I feel like you're going to get money. I feel like you're going to get money.
Oh, thank you.
So was the claim because you were hurt, or?
Yes, off work.
Off of work. Okay. I feel like don't give up on it.
Okay.
Don't give up on it. And she keeps showing me an M. Somebody's who's an M.
That's her last.
Her last name's an M?
A maiden name.
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
it M-A?
Yes.
It is M-A?
Yes.
Is it M-A-N or M-A-R?
N.
Is it like man or man something?
Yes. McMahon.
McMahon. Okay. Yeah, she's saying you need to like hang in there and don't. Are they talking about settling out of court?
I'm hoping to.
Pardon?
Yes. I'm hoping to.
Yeah, but would this go to court eventually if you don't settle?
No, I don't think it will.
Okay. Is there someone in HR that's working on this with you?
No, there's not. I have a lawyer.
Are you targeting one person? Or is there one person who would be a witness?
No, I don't think so. I'm not sure about that.
Okay. I feel like you should let your lawyer do his thing. Who's Bob or Bill? Who's Bob or Bill? Robert or William? Is that your lawyer?
I have an uncle who no, my uncle, my lawyer is Mark.
Mark.
But I have yeah.
Who's Bob or Bill? Who did you have? You said you had an uncle?
An uncle. His middle name is William.
Is that your mom's brother or your dad's?
No, it's my aunt's husband, but we were very close to him.
I feel like he's here. Maybe it's just because it's a squeaky wheel. But you don't give up. Keep working on this. Thank you so much for calling.
Thank you, Char. I love you.
I love you too, and I love Stephanie. And thank you, Stephanie, for. Gee, she watched me on TV when she was on the earth, and now she's watching me from heaven. Thank you, Stephanie.
That's right, and she was so impressed with you, and that's how I got introduced to you. So I really appreciate it.
It's so my pleasure. Thank you for watching CharVision.
Thanks so much. Bye now.
Pleasure. Bye-bye. Okay. 908. Hi.
Hello.
How are you today?
Hi, Char.
Hi.
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm okay. So thank you for asking. So I'm seeing somebody that's an S or C initial. Do you have an S or C connected with you?
C, yes.
Is that a male?
There are a couple, mostly females.
Is there a C-A or C-H?
Yes, a CH.
Like a Chris or Cheryl or Charlotte or something like this?
She went by a nickname that was CH.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you?
Is she deceased? Is she deceased?
Yes.
Is this your mom or your sister?
No, this was my
friend?
cousin's wife.
Cousin's wife. I think she might be around here. I just am not sure. And then also, is there a J person?
Yes, several.
Is there a John or Joseph? Or
yes, both.
And John and Joseph. Is there a James as well? Or just John and Joseph?
Mostly John.
Is that a husband or a father?
No, John was grandfather.
Grandfather. I heard father. So I think your grandfather's around you. And did you ever live in another country? Or
did he?
Did he live in another country?
that grandfather, I don't think so. The other one did.
The other one. Okay. I think the other grandfather from another country is around you as well.
Okay. That's great. I never met any of them.
That's okay. And is there a Walter or William around you?
I knew a Walter.
Is he deceased?
Yes.
I think he's around you. What's going on? Did you have anything going on with your front door or protecting your house or protecting your home? Were you concerned about something?
No, I'm just always keeping the doors locked, but
Are you getting
but nothing in particular.
Were there any issues around the neighborhood?
Yes.
And are you thinking of getting a camera?
Yeah, I've thought about it.
I think you should get a camera, and I'm not worried, but I think it'll scare people away. Because I feel like there were some issues in the neighborhood. And I really feel like you're protected. And do the white light and the mirrored egg that I always talk about. Keep yourself in the white light and the mirrored egg. But you thought about getting a camera, but you didn't get one.
Right.
So I feel like your angels and guides are guiding you to get one, because I think if you put a sign up, it'll scare people away and they'll stay away from your home. I don't think they're expensive.
Okay.
I think they're only, well, it depends on what people think expensive is, but it's worth it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Who's the man that crossed over?
There's been many. The most recent, my brother.
Your brother. I was going to say your brother. Is there an R or B with his name, or is his middle name John or J?
No.
Okay. I don't. I just must have your grandfather, but I feel like your brother's here too. The one that whoever recently crossed is here. And who's Tom? Or
he's my ex-husband.
Is he deceased?
No.
He's here. Okay. Did he rip you off, Tom?
Yes.
And
very much so.
And did you put up a wall about romance after him? After you broke off with him?
Sure. Yes.
Yeah, because you were very good to him, and he owes you karmically. But Tom, you were not wrong in that relationship, and he was not nice. Thank you. But you should forgive him, because you don't want to carry that around with you.
I kind of have. Just, it's been a struggle because of everything that was done.
Yeah, I think you kind of have too. But anyway, he has regrets. And karma's happening to him. So I don't know if you are still in touch with him. But what goes around comes around. So I feel like karma's happening to him.
Okay.
Not that you would wish bad on anyone, but he's going to have, I think there's health issues with him. Do you know about that?
No, I don't yet. My children talk to him, but I don't
there's something,
ask too many questions.
Yeah, it's probably better not to talk too much. But thank you so much for calling. I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Of course. I appreciate it too. Sorry I picked up on the ex-husband. That's not always a field day. Okay. Take care. Okay. Do we have one more, Tony? What is it? 317. 317.
Hi, Char.
Hi, how are you today?
Good, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I see somebody that's an M or A initial connected with you. Do you know who that is?
M or A?
Yeah, or is there a middle name? Is there a middle name A or M?
Yes.
What, an A or an M?
M.
Is it spelled M-A?
Yes.
R?
Yes.
Like Marie or Mary or Margaret?
Marie.
Marie. Is she deceased?
Yes.
Is this your mom or your grandma?
Yes.
Your mom.
My mom.
Yeah, she's coming in with that name because probably it's I hear it more clearly sometimes. She says she's come to visit you. Have you had vivid dreams about your mom?
No, I've not.
Okay. And was there some unfinished business with your mom and you? Because
not really.
She's saying that she took up a lot of your time. Did you help her?
Yeah, she was very, very sick at the very end.
She's saying that
dementia.
you really gave up a lot of your time to heal her or help her, and she's grateful to you.
Help her.
Yeah, she's grateful to you, and she says that you'll she'll always watch over you. But if you have any dreams about her that are very vivid, you need to remember those dreams.
Okay.
Yeah. Is your mom the one you wanted to connect to today?
Well, yeah, naturally, but there is someone else.
Is the other person a male?
Yes.
And is there a J or G with his name?
No.
Or an R or B?
R.
It? Starts with R?
Yes.
Is it spelled R-I or R-O?
R-I.
Like Richard or Rick?
Richard.
Richard? He's here. He loves you. Richard loves you.
I love him too.
Did you live with Richard?
Oh, yeah.
Was this your husband or boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah,
husband.
You're still his bride, and no matter what, you'll be together for eternity. It's just that he had to get to the other side to build a house for you guys for when you get there. Not that you're going anywhere soon, but he'll be there waiting for you. And he said, I don't know, do you still celebrate Christmas?
Yes.
Because he says he likes being around your house at Christmas.
Oh.
So if you get lights,
he always did.
If you get lights going on and off or blinking or whatever, it's Richard.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for calling, and just know that know that you're loved.
All right.
Okay,
I hope he keeps watching over me.
Okay. Of course. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, everybody. That's it for today. CharVision. I appreciate everybody calling in and watching. And just remember, intuition will take you places logic never could. Be well. Bye-bye. Denise.